What is up, powerful people? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Caitlin. Hello, it's nice to meet you. This is just a normal day in the kitchen for me here with my goggles. Today we are going to be doing a little experiment. So when I cook in the kitchen, when I'm coming up with new recipes, I like to think, on my feet. I like to treat it as though it were truly a science experiment, and each detail is very important and measured and scientific. Also, when you're experimenting in the kitchen, things can get a little crazy, so you gotta make sure that you have the correct protective gear on, and so this is what I have on today. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you go ahead and do that. I post 1 to 2 times every week. My videos focus around veganism, self-help videos, and a lot of other crazy cat fun stuff. Today I had this idea. So I have this Instagram. If you're not following it, it is a food and inspiration type of lifestyle Instagram called Kate's Veggie. Link it right here. So I had this idea because I started this thing, or I came up with this thing like 2 people are also doing now. So I started a thing called #Turmeric Tuesday because I really like turmeric. And I thought, what can I do that's like crazy and new and inventive? Well, I'm going to make some energy balls today. Okay, so maybe it's not that crazy and new, but the flavor is pretty crazy, cat. So we're gonna have turmeric, orange, and a lot of other flavors incorporated into these, and I'm really excited to make them. These are starting to hurt my face, but you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Okay, so let's get into the ingredients of what you're gonna need to make these balls. Also, just so you guys know, I'm gonna I'm going to write in the description a detailed recipe of how these come out so that you can actually have something to follow if you want to make them. Okay, so we've got walnuts, coconut flour. This is almost a full can of chickpeas. It's just a little bit less than a full can. Some really, really clean and tidy maple syrup, 1 orange, firm, ground, okay, I was gonna read out the whole thing, cinnamon, turmeric, vanilla extract, almond butter. You could also sub it out for peanut butter, cashew butter, macadamia nut butter, walnut butter. Good, any nut butter will work. And this is optional, but we all know I love my yellow maca powder. I forgot to mention, you'll also need some soaked dates. I have 5 soaked dates here, and I forgot to soak them beforehand, so I boiled them in a pot of water. I also forgot to film myself doing the next step, which is just tossing the dates and chickpeas into the food processor. The next thing I'm going to be adding is a 1/2 cup of coconut flour. Just make sure with your experiment it's just right. Okay, well, as you can see, it's not completely level, but that's the thing that I have to tell you right now. Life is not science. Life is unpredictable. Like a 1/2 cup measurement of coconut flour, that is not exactly 1/2 cup. You can never know when your coconut flour is when it's going to cup half full. That's what they always say. So I'm gonna sift it, because that's what all the fancy bakers do. Okay, a little bit at a time. Take it easy, a little bit at a time. Oh, and like I said, life is unpredictable, so maybe not a little bit at a time. Sift. Okay. Patience is honestly key. And while you're sifting, there's a lot of things that you can do while you're sifting. You can do a dance, imagine, you can visualize your best life, call an old friend, make up a song. This looks funny. Look at it. The next thing up that we have is almond butter. So this is a 1/2 tablespoon measuring spoon. But I'm gonna guess you're gonna want like 3 tablespoons total of almond butter. And I'm not measuring it perfectly. Theme of this video is nobody's perfect. Hannah Montana said it best in her hit song, Nobody's Perfect. I lost count. I lost count of how many scoops I've done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's about 3 tablespoons of almond butter, a little bit over that. We'll call them 3 heaping tablespoons of almond butter. Perfect. Nothing to see here. Okay, you might notice that I took my gloves off. Only the professionals can take their gloves off, and I'm a professional. So here we have 1/3 a cup of maple syrup. This is a 2/3 cup measuring cup, but I filled it up to what I think is only one of those 2. Oh, that is literally glorious. This is glorious. This is beautiful. This is awesome. Anything else? Now, this is what I'm gonna call the base ingredients. So the base ingredients are, let's recap. Okay, we've got the chickpeas, the dates, almond butter, coconut flour, and maple syrup as the, what we're gonna call again, base of the balls. Also vanilla, I should have measured it. Call it half a teaspoon. Okay, now for my favorite part, pulse. So as you can see, that's what it looks like now. It's blended into a sort of paste. Next up, we have about 1/2 cup of walnuts. As you can see, it is a heaping cup of walnuts. Word of the day, heaping. These things really hurt. No pain, no gain. Get with the program. Next up, I'm going to be adding in my cinnamon and my turmeric. That is the main ingredient of today. It's really freaking hurt. What am I doing? When you said hello, I knew there was the end of it all. I should have stayed at home. I found it. 1 teaspoon. And first I'm gonna scoop out 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric is awesome. It's great. It's got anti-inflammatory properties, helps with digestion and overall gut health, which is really important. And also good for your skin too. It's an acquired taste, some might say. So I don't want to overdo it. I'm smelling it. So I'm gonna stick with 3 teaspoons for now. And then the same for cinnamon. I absolutely love cinnamon, so I'm gonna go equal parts cinnamon. 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. Cinnamon, 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 cinnamon. That's fun to say. Cinnamon, that's fun to say. Great, 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 great. I dropped it. Adding in the maca. We'll go 2 teaspoons of maca. Okay, now for something I've never done before. I'm going to zest an orange. Zest is a wonderful word. Zest is what I would like to say that my life brought me when I'm on my deathbed. If somebody asks me, Caitlin, how would you describe your life? My goal is to be able to say that it was zesty. I have this cheese grater and this orange. I washed it. So just use any zesting tool that you might have. Hello, are you zesty? I'm also going to do a squeeze of straight up orange juice. It'll also add a little bit more liquid. Okay, we're gonna do a quick taste test. This is the first taste test of the whole experiment, but judging by the smell of the turmeric, I'm guessing we're gonna need a little bit more maple syrup, but we're gonna find out. That's really good. I think it definitely needs more orange. All right, I've popped the batter into a bowl, some alliteration for you, and I'm going to put it in the fridge while I zest 1 more orange. I got an idea to roll the balls in orange zest so that they're covered in it. It'll look pretty and it'll add even more orange flavor, which is exciting. Which is exciting. Okay, so next up, it's time to roll them into balls. So we have this chilled dough. I tossed it in the freezer because I knew it would chill faster. And then I have a bowl full of, we have orange zest and some hemp seeds, and I'm going to roll them in that. It does get a little bit messy, but that's the fun of experimenting in the kitchen. So we roll it into a ball, and then I'm tossing it into my topping here. And I lined a big rectangular dish with parchment paper just so they won't stick. And once these are all rolled out, I'm gonna be putting them in the freezer for probably 2 to 3 hours until they are firm enough to eat. What? What? You might be asking yourself, Caitlin, why are they in muffin tins? I thought you were making energy balls. Well, I had some leftover batter, and this is an experiment after all. So I popped them into some muffin tins, and I turned my oven up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just gonna pop them in and see what the heck happens. Okay, everybody, it's been a long day of experimenting. I'm just gonna take a rest for now. My energy balls are in the freezer. I'm gonna leave them in there for about 2 hours. And my muffin tin things are in the oven, and I have it on 10 minutes for now. I heard a beep. That can only mean one thing. Okay, so I just baked them at 10 minutes. I'm gonna turn it up to another, okay. I just turned it up to another 10 minutes, and we're just gonna see. They smell really good. They were still pretty soft, but I think they're gonna turn out pretty good. All right, the time has come. I've been working along. Oh my gosh. I just broke my goggles. This is how you know that dedication was put into the science experiment. Finally, it is time for the taste test, everybody. So right here, I've got this little cookie-looking thing that I baked. This ball. I'm gonna start with the ball. Y'all, it's honestly really good. It's really good. Success! I am so excited. Okay, I can't wait to try these. These are gonna be the perfect little breakfast cookie. It's so hot. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy right now. Okay guys, so all jokes aside, thank you so much for watching. That was really, really fun. That person who was in the kitchen is like what I feel like in my head when I'm making up new recipes, and it was fun to portray that little character of me. If you enjoyed that, if you found it interesting, if you want to try out the recipe, there's plenty more where that came from. I really, really love doing this. I have self-help videos. I'm gonna have lots of vegan videos. I really want to start doing vlogs, and I have a video coming up that I'm planning on my journey to starting a minimalist lifestyle, and we will unpack that in that video because I know that is a loaded word, but it's not always what you think. So yeah, if you liked that, if you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe, like the video, comment on the video, follow my Instagram at Kate's Veggie. I will put it here again. That is where this all began. I am really excited to go on this journey with you guys, and I will see you in next week's video. Peace and love. See you guys. Bye. Yep, dropped it.